It's just under 3 months since we fell short in the 2023-2024 Premier League season, and that circumstance is what was the second season running as Arsenal took Manchester City to the last day of the Premier League season, albeit it was a heartbreak for Arsenal as we yet again conceded the title to Manchester City. A lot of fans, opposition fans, and Arsenal fans across the world kept thinking it sparked a lot of concern as to whether it is Mikel Arteta the right man to lead Arsenal to the Premier League title. And a lot of fans across the world kept raising questions as to what Arsenal needed to do to finally get it over the line. And today, it's just about 2 weeks away from the season opener, the 2024-2025 Premier League season. And on this show, we're going to be talking about Arsenal. Let's really talk about Arsenal. These questions have been popping up time and time again. What do Arsenal need to do? What is that thing? What is that little tweak that must be made for Arsenal to finally get it over the line? Welcome on board to Eugene Talks Football. On this channel, on this show today, we're going to be taking an in-depth analysis of Arsenal first team as we warm up for the Premier League 2024-2025 season. Are we going to be a third time lucky this time? We will find out. Welcome to once again to Eugene Talks Football. But before we kickstart, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the notification bell as you get every content we upload out there. Much appreciated. Now let's start from the defense. But before we talk about that, the team, as we speak right now, have touched down London to prepare ahead of the new Premier League season. But there are other two warm-up games left before the 17th, which is the official date of the Premier League starter, as we know that we're playing against Wolverhampton Wanderers at the Emirates Stadium. And the next Arsenal warm-up game is back in England. It's against Bayer Leverkusen, the champions of the Bundesliga last season. Of course, there will be the return of Granit Xhaka to the Emirates Stadium. Of course, this is going to be a very, very crunch game. Remember, we lost our final warm-up game of the United States tour against Liverpool, a game that I really assessed and we took a lot of positives and negatives from. But right now, we're going to be looking forward to the game against Bournemouth, all right? And I beg your pardon, Bayer Leverkusen on Wednesday. And after Bayer Leverkusen, we will slugging it out with Lyon in the Emirates Cup. These are the final warm-up games for the Arsenal before the season opener on the 17th as we play against Wolverhampton Wanderers at the Emirates Stadium. Now, let's look at Arsenal. Let us dissect this recurring question, because towards the end of last season, what does Arsenal need to do? Let me tell you something. Arsenal didn't need to do anything different last season to win the league. Okay, in short, if we had won against Aston Villa, believe me, we would have won the league, would have been Premier League champions without making any significant additions. A lot of persons who criticize the addition of Kai Havertz would have swallowed their words, and because Arsenal would have been eventual winners of the Premier League. So I believe that it's about being consistent, it's about determination, it's about believing that you can go for it. But let's take a look at our team, starting from the defense. Just a few days ago, we had the addition of Riccardo Calafiori from Bologna. The deal, took time before it was perfected, but eventually, Arsenal had it signed last week after his medical in London. He flew back to the United States to join up with the team, but he didn't have the time. There wasn't time for him to play against Liverpool. But I believe that Riccardo Calafiori has had enough training sessions to feature against Bayer Leverkusen on Wednesday in what is their next warm-up game before the Emirates Cup against Lyon. That is a very brilliant addition to a squad that finished last season as the best defensive team, only conceding 29 goals in the Premier League. And David Raya, Arsenal goalkeeper, won the Golden Glove. Now, having Riccardo Calafiori, who had a very fantastic season with Bologna last season, seeing them qualify for the Champions League, adding him to this Arsenal setup it goes to show that Arsenal are well prepared for the 2024-2025 Premier League season. In the back line, remember that when the season began, we lost Jurien Timber to a significant injury where he was sidelined for the remainder of the season. And right now, we saw Jurien Timber in pre-season training. We saw what we were going to be expecting. We are going to be expecting this season from Jurien Timber. He has been very fantastic. He's been brilliant since he came back from injury. One significant thing I love about Jurien Timber is his aggressiveness on the ball. Forget about the height. He's really, really aggressive defensively and going forward. And he's a player that we really need this season. But the headache of who is going to start ahead of the other in that left back position, it is for the manager to judge. But what we are accessing right now is the back line. Do you think, people, that we have any concern after the return of Jurien Timber from injury and the addition of Ricardo Calafiori to that defensive line? Remember that we have a very formidable defensive partnership with William Saliba and Gabriel. So this is I believe that this season is going to be the best defense for Arsenal. Again, this is a lot of people are already talking about Arsenal beating Chelsea's record of just conceding 15 goals in the Premier League, but that is going to be seen in the season, in the weeks to come. So I believe that with this defensive setup of Arsenal, we are on the way to do great things. Let's look at the midfield. Towards the end of last season, a lot of fans thought that it would be the end for Jorginho in the heart of the midfield, but it was later confirmed, and we all saw that Jorginho put pen to paper on a 1-year extension at Arsenal. And of course, Thomas Partey, every fan out there thought that Thomas Partey would be moving on, as then before the season ended, there were talks of Saudi Arabia clubs having interest in signing Thomas Partey. But since the season began, even during preseason, talks about Thomas Partey leaving the club have suddenly cooled down, thereby increasing speculation that Thomas Partey is going to be staying at the club. Remember that Thomas Partey has 1 year left on his Arsenal contract, and if you watch the preseason games, Thomas Partey is a very technically gifted player, a player that you can really, a very trustworthy player, a player that can hold the ball, that can carry the ball and pass to the likes of Odegaard, even when Declan Rice is playing in the left 8 position. But if we must agree that age is gradually catching up on Thomas Partey. Are we going to rely on Thomas Partey for this season to challenge City again this season? I don't know. I'm leaving that for you to air your view in the comment section below. Do you think that Thomas Partey and Jorginho are the number 6, are the defensive midfield pair that we need to challenge City finally for the 3rd year running this season? Let me know in the comment section below. For me personally, I don't think Declan Rice is a 6. I believe if you look at last season, when Mikel Arteta deployed Declan Rice to the left 8 row, that was when we saw the best of Declan Rice, scoring goals, making passes, making progressive runs. But when Declan Rice is put in the number 6 row, sometimes he gets caught out. Remember, you can watch his performance in the Euros. It wasn't the best of performances, but that does not take anything away from Declan Rice. So do you think that Arsenal need an addition to this squad? Let me know in the comments section, because I believe that if Thomas Partey remains at the club this season, then definitely next summer he will be leaving on a free. Do you think that we need another defensive midfield addition to this Arsenal squad? Let us know in the comment section below. Much appreciated. Let us talk about the forward, the attack. Of course, one particular signing that Arsenal needs potentially, that is in the lips of every Arsenal fan, even opposition fans that really care about Arsenal, is the addition of a striker. Remember that since the departure of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Arsenal have not had a proper number 9, a proper goal scorer. Remember, we recouped Kai Havertz from Chelsea last season, which barred every speculation of how Arsenal have made their spendings after Declan Rice addition of £105 million. But I believe you could say that Kai Havertz silenced a lot of doubters last season, having a return of 13, 14 goals in the Premier League. That's really remarkable. But the question is Kai Havertz the striker that Arsenal need to finally win the title this 2024-2025 season? Let us know in the comment section below. Remember, Gabriel Jesus suffered injuries for large parts of last season, thereby dampening his fitness, and as a result of that, he wasn't really giving a lot of addition to the Arsenal setup. Remember, during the Copa America, Gabriel Jesus was dropped for the Copa America in order for him to concentrate on getting fit for the season opener. And of course, we saw clips of Gabriel Jesus, how he was running, doing a lot of training even before preseason started. And of course, the game against Manchester United, he looked really, really sharp, to be honest. Of course, he didn't manage to score a goal against Liverpool. And these are our major attacking setup that we have. Do we really need another attack in this Arsenal setup? A lot of people are talking about Ivan Toney, Victor Osimhen's situation with Chelsea, and Victor Gyökeres as well. These are the 3 strikers that are out there in the market, and that they are speculatively being linked with moves to Arsenal. But has Arsenal made any move yet? That is the point. Of course, let us know in the comment section, what do you think that Arsenal really need in this current setup? Remember, last season in the attack, especially the left wing row, Gabriel Martinelli did not really give a good account of himself. He did not replicate his form of 2021-2022 season, the 2022-2023 season, where he scored a lot of goals, made a lot of runs. But last season, he really fell short. Is it because of Mikel Arteta's tactical plan? We don't know. So I believe that these players are in very, very good shape. So the thing is, what do you think Arsenal need to finally get it over the line this season? Is it a matter of addition to the squad? Is it a matter of depth? Is it a striker, a proper striker that we need? A striker like Victor Osimhen, a striker like Erling Haaland, a striker like Ivan Toney? Let us know in the comment section below. I believe that, do you think we still need right and left wingers? Do you think we need a competition for Bukayo Saka? Or is it proper for Arsenal to rely on Bukayo Saka the whole season long? Let us know in the comment section below. For me personally, I'm motivated, I'm buzzing, I'm positive about the season. I know that great things are about to happen for Arsenal. Thank you for being a part of this show today. Don't forget to watch Eugene Talks Football, people. Now, we have the last time I talked about us having 100 subscribers. Today we have 108 subscribers. Listen, people, we are a family. Remember that we are going to 150 subscribers before the end of the month. Let's do it together. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Share the video, like the video, and I'll see you again. Continue to watch Eugene Talks Football. Peace.